Hey everybody, Christy Press here, your hometown realtor, and we are going to be talking about moving to Elk Grove in 2026. Before you start packing your boxes, you guys, and changing your address and letting everybody know about the new house, we want to go ahead and talk about what you actually need to know. Things that most people don't think about after they move, and I've got your insider checklist to help you decide if Elk Grove is actually the right fit for you. So let's go. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm new as well. So just want to let you guys know what I do. I help people relocate to Elk Grove all the time. And the biggest thing that I hear is, I wish I would have known this. Or, oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. Or I wish I would have asked that. And so right now, today, I'm breaking it all down for you in simple, no fluff, no pressure, just helpful hints. So let's talk about pre-move research. And I do have a few notes here because I don't want to miss anything for you guys. This is based off of the last almost, oh my gosh, how long have I been doing this? 7 years of research and helping clients. And so I wanted to make sure to hit a lot of the things that my clients had said. So don't mind me in case I look down. I'm just letting you know, I want to make sure I give you every ounce that I can. So let's start with the cost of living. That's usually the first question is cost of living. How much is it going to cost to live there? So Elk Grove is definitely more affordable than many parts of California, as well as many parts of Northern California out here. Obviously, you've got the Bay Area, and then you've got Sacramento, right? Then you've got the outer skirts of Sacramento, which is like Roseville, El Dorado Hills, Folsom, Granite Bay. Those are all much more expensive than Elk Grove, but it's not cheap. It's definitely not cheap. I think that the home prices tend to be higher in Elk Grove than the nearby rural areas. There's other smaller towns just about 10 to 15 minutes south of Elk Grove that could be a little bit more affordable in those senses. But we're talking about Elk Grove. That'll probably be another video. But beyond housing, there's things to think about: property taxes, utilities, gas, groceries, amenities, activities. What is it that your lifestyle needs or does, right? What kind of, are you always on the go? Do you like to be at home? So a lot of those things are what we're going to discuss. My advice, don't just budget for the house, budget for the lifestyle, because it is a lifestyle. So when you're looking at that, you're not just buying the house, right? You're buying the lifestyle. What does that community bring to you? And what is it in that community that your lifestyle is going to be costing you, right? So another big relocation factor is work, right? So what are people doing for work there? A lot of Elk Grove residents work in healthcare. There's Kaiser, UC Davis, Sutter, Mercy. There's government-based work and education, lots and lots of schools, and jobs that are service-based. So again, there's a lot of restaurants, lots of bars, and there's a lot of places that require the service. There's even a bowling alley. There's a nightclub that's over there. You also have Intel that's out by I-5. So there's a lot of jobs that are in Elk Grove, which is, I think, great, right? Because if you would be able to, if you're a remote worker, obviously that doesn't make any difference because that's where you're going to really go, do I have enough space in the house to do remote, to live and work in the same space, right? But if not, there's so many opportunities job-wise there. And sometimes there's a lot of people that can get relocated to the different medical offices, right? So UC Davis has a place out there. Kaiser also has a new facility off of Grantline that's out there. They have another one off of Bruceville. So those are big. And they're building another Sutter right off of the 99 freeway right after Elk Grove Boulevard. So it's going to be right off of the freeway like Kaiser is. So that's always something really great. So I think that the other thing with commute with Elk Grove that you need to know is there's 170,000 people that live in Elk Grove. That's the population. I think it's almost 170,000. And so traffic can be a thing, especially during the time to get to work and time to get home, as well as school hours, I'm gonna say. That is definitely something that I do hear a lot as a negative or a con from my clients, but they do love the fact that it's very close to the freeways. Elk Grove sits in the middle of I-5 and 99. So whichever side that you're living on, you can get to the freeway pretty quickly. So let's talk about neighborhood match, finding your fit. So not all Elk Grove feels the same. I'm gonna say that the 95757 and 95758 are a much newer part of Elk Grove. Newer homes, construction, smaller lots. Your neighbor, it feels like you could literally touch them outside of the window. And there's a lot of planned communities with parks, a lot of newer developments with that, which that then comes with Mellows and HOAs, right? So if those are things that you're just stay away from, then you might want to be going to the 95624, which is kind of old Elk Grove, if you will. That side of it does not have all of the HOAs. Still has great shopping, great amenities and things like that. But the homes can be older. They are all updated. They're on large lots. Some of them have almost half an acre of a lot. So it just depends on what you're looking for. If you want your neighbor right next to you, the streets are smaller, and in the other two zip codes, people park on the street, so you gotta wait for the next guy to come through before you get through there. So just thinking about some of those things in the neighborhood. The key is matching the neighborhood, I would say, with your lifestyle, not just your budget. Again, I bring that to you because if that's gonna drive you crazy that you pull out of your driveway and there's cars in front of your driveway, because that's how everybody parks on the streets, and the street is already small and only one car can get by, and that's going to drive you absolutely insane every morning and set your morning off, don't move there. That wouldn't drive me sane. That would send me through the roof every single day. And then even trying to get home. So think about that. Now, would you like to have an older home with character and a little space where when you look out your window, you're looking at grass instead of somebody's siding? Maybe, right? So think about that kind of stuff when you're thinking about when you're moving to a house, right? It's not just about the house, but it's how you get to the house. How do you go to places? Things like that. Let's talk about utilities and essentials. So once you move, that fun begins. So setting up utilities in Elk Grove is pretty simple, just like everything else, SMUD, PG&E, whatever you would use for internet, whatever people want to use or what is the best out there is usually I always ask the seller, what do you guys use? Because that's gonna tell us right off the bat for you what to do or what the best one is. And then again, the local providers are pretty standard, so no worries about that. Schools and community, I would say Elk Grove is very known for family-oriented schools, right? So we've got quite a few top-ranking schools out here. Pleasant Grove High is great. We've got a Bradshaw Christian, which is a private school, and Elk Grove High School just completely renovated, looks like a brand new school. It is a brand new school, but I mean, they've done all of that. The school district is large. It is very large, and it offers a lot of options, which is great, but it can feel really daunting, right? Which school do you go to? Which school are you in? What district are you in? I don't want to go to that school. I want to go to this school. So how do I do that? Well, Christy, help us out. Well, that's an interdistrict transfer. So we need to ask the Elk Grove School District, can we not go to our home school, but can we go to this school? And those are all things that you need to think about. And things can always be worked out, but you have to realize how much do you want to deal with? Headache? Is it not a headache? What do you want to do? But beyond schools, community groups, sports leagues, local events are a big part here. Like I said, there's a ton of things to do for kids as far as sports. There's clubs and leagues for anything and everything. They've got pools that are there, so you can join swim teams. You can go and just obviously do that for leisure. Soccer is a big one out in Elk Grove. Football, basketball, there's leagues and everything, even for adults, which I think is awesome. There is other activities out there like jiu-jitsu, karate, any kind of dance. They have lots of dance studios. So there's a lot of things to do for the kids as well as yourself if you want to get out there and get active. But here's the honest question for you to ask yourself. Do I want convenience and activity or quiet and space? Right? Why are you moving to Elk Grove? What is it about Elk Grove that's pulling you there, right? Is it a job? Great. But what's your lifestyle? Do you love to just come home on a Friday night and cook some pasta and have some soft music playing and then read a book for a couple of hours or watch a movie for a couple of hours? Or are you you cannot wait to get out of your work clothes, put your dancing shoes on, get yourself together, and it's time to go hit the town for the rest of the night because your week is done and your weekend has started? Which one are you? Elk Grove is very active, you guys, and there's always something going on. Life moves quickly, which is great. But if you want to think about which part of Elk Grove, then call me. If you want to know what kind of home and community fits your lifestyle, call me. But if you like the options, the amenities, staying busy, Elk Grove's an amazing place to live. There's so much to do and so much to learn. You can't stop learning, right? But if you want something a little slower, maybe Elk Grove is just not all that you're looking for because you're already moving from something that is fast paced or has a lot going on and you just need to put it in neutral when you come home, then maybe I can help you find something on the outskirts of Elk Grove that will maybe fit your lifestyle better. So anyways, you guys, moving to Elk Grove is awesome. I'm here to help you, but moving in general is a big decision. And I just want you guys to know everything you can. Know that it's the lifestyle. Think about those things. The more prepared you are, the better you'll feel when you move, as well as a smoother transition, because it's already stressful enough buying a house, right? And moving and getting all that stuff together. But if we can make that easier for you, that's why I'm here. And that's why exactly having a checklist and having something like this helps you, and it matters because you guys matter to me. And I wanna make sure to give you all the information that I can. So until next time, you guys, let me know if you're moving to Elk Grove or not, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.